Well, I've got to Waitawaibai hut now, and this is going to be my base for the next 2 nights. And so hopefully tomorrow the weather forecast is looking good, so I'm going to head up to Mount Crawford and just see how long I can spend up on the tops and just explore up there. And the hut was looking quite tidy until I turned up and unloaded my pack and everything. But yeah, I'll get myself sorted out, tidy the place up a bit, and go and check out the bridge and the start of the track for tomorrow. Here's a little tour of the inside of the Waitawaibai hut. Double sleeping platforms there. There's another person sharing the hut with me. He's off hunting at the moment, so I'll see him later. I've tidied up my little mess over there. It's a nice little fireplace. Unfortunately, when I was last year in the end of winter, we got these amazing skylights up here, and when you get the fire going, all the heat just goes straight out the skylights, so you're left with a freezing cold hut in winter. That's my cooking platform there. Nice views out from the windows, and the bench there for evening meal. So yeah, it was a good solid 5 hours getting into here. It was a pretty gnarly track. Quite the sort of track that you want to take out of your memory. So going past the washing on the line and looking straight down onto the Waitawaibai River. And I've been down to headed off down towards the swing bridge before. I was just wearing my jandals. It wasn't really a good enough track to be exploring down there with my jandals. So I'll get a shot of that tomorrow when I head off up the track tomorrow. Well, this is the start of my day. I just wandered down from the hut this morning. Got going about 7:30 this morning, down to the swing bridge. And it's quite a large swing bridge. Oh, it's a bit glary as well. So this is crossing the Waitawaibai, and it's very glary this morning, unfortunately, for the camera. But there's a bit of inversion layer down the valley. And I'm starting the day with Glenn, who's recapping a bit of the TA trail. So I'll get on with this, get into it. Oh, this is a relentlessly uphill section. From memory, it lasted a fair while until getting up onto the ridgeline. And Glenn's hiking his way up there, so my turn next. This has been going on for the last 10 minutes, just straight uphill. Oh, well, we're off the spur and we're heading up the ridgeline now, so much nicer going, much more pleasant walking. And oh, it's a lovely bit of forest here. Oh, back in the climb again, going through some lovely kidney fern through here, very vibrant green colours. And back on the steep track again. We had a nice bit of ridgeline before, and now we're back up to gaining height. But this is a lovely little spot here. So it's been quite wet for quite a while, so it's very vibrant green. Oh, more uphill. We've gone over the 500 metre mark, so we've done over 200 metres hiking up here. It's definitely been only been a few patches of reasonable sort of level ridgeline going up. Otherwise it's been pretty solid uphill. But it's been, we're getting there. Keep on going. Well, this is the morning tea stop. It's about just after 10 o'clock in the morning. We're at about 900 metres up here on the ridgeline. And it's about right 900 metres. We're in goblin forest here. Lots of moss on the trees. Unfortunately, this is looking very glary, so you're probably not going to get a good view of what we're looking at here, unfortunately. But I can tell you it's very mossy, very eerie. Well, a little bit further on from our morning tea stop. We're still in the goblin forest and all the mossiness, but a little bit less contrast with the sun coming through here, so it might make a bit of show of what we're actually looking at here. Yeah, actually just laden with moss. Yeah, really nice, absolutely really nice. Probably got another, probably about another 150, 200 metres height gain, and we'll be out of the forest and up into the tussock land. I'll come back there and see what views we've got from there. Well, that's us on the bush line. Helicopter just flying past us there. So finally, it's been a good, well, we left at 7:30 and now it's just gone 11 o'clock, so just breaking out of the forest now, getting a bit of views. Been interesting listening that there's been a helicopter working down the valley. We don't know why, if there's a 1080 drop or anything like that happening. But yeah, big haul up here. It's pretty hard going as well, so yeah, it's solid. Anyway, I'll come back when I've got some better views. Oh, this is it, getting into the tussock area now. That's our first height we're going to gain. We'll head up to, I think it's Shoulder Knob, then Junction Knob. And beautiful day. Hills out in the distance there. And then looking out onto the coast and Kapiti Island. I don't think you're going to see a Kapiti Island on this screen here. It's pretty hazy and it's right off in the distance. But promising a little marker sign for on the way back down, so I find the route back down again. That will be helpful. Well, I think this is Shoulder Knob heading up to here, and it's got radio repeater station up there. And looking off to the north up here is the destination for day. Soaking up the sunshine is Mount Crawford, so I'll see how that goes. And got my sunscreen on and still got plenty of water left over, and I'll go down to one of the huts and go and have a cup of coffee down there and a bit of a break. So I'll just carry on, see how this goes. Oh, well, getting closer to Junction Knob now. Glenn's heading off there, so he's doing quite well. He's doing the finishing off his section of the Tararua Trail that he didn't do 2 years ago. So that's Junction Knob up there, and my destination for today is up in the glary tops there of Mount Crawford, and then I might backtrack a little bit from Junction Knob and head down to Anderson Memorial Hut and go and have a cup of coffee there and a bit of Sally's fruit loaf. There's Glen there again, and you won't see, just in that little clearing there's with the naked eye I can see the Anderson's Memorial Hut, but on this view it probably won't be too visible. And off in the glare down there, that's Mount Hector off on the horizon. So that was reminiscent of a previous trip in September, almost over 20 years ago now. Fun memories. Well, this is our lunch spot here. This is up at Junction Knob. So I'm going to head up to Mount Crawford shortly and go and get the views up there. It's a spectacular day today. So that's Mount Crawford up there. The only thing holding back on the views is just the haze on the horizon, so we'll crack on up there and come back to you up there. Righto. Hey Glenn. Hello there. There it is. That's it. Well, there's Glenn off, carrying on doing his section of the TA trail that he missed out on. So this is where we part company. He's heading north and I'm going to head back around and go and have a cup of coffee at one of the huts. So he's going to head up that way there. Whoa, that is very, very glary in the sunlight. There's a rare thing to talk about in the Tararua is the sunlight, but we got it today. We got it in abundance. So it's been a real blessing today, getting all the sunshine, clear sky, beautiful views. The distant views probably won't come out on this camera here because it's quite glary, but that's where I'm heading back down. Head down to the hut, go and have a cup of coffee, and I'll pick you back up down there. Oh, I'm dropping down off Junction Knob and down towards Anderson's Memorial Hut. I'll go and have a afternoon tea down there. It's got enough time to sort of be able to do a bit of a detour, so this is a little bit of a bonus, and make the most of this lovely day up here. Well, that's my afternoon tea destination. So I'm going to shoot down there and make up a cup of coffee, a bit of rest, and that's my turnaround time. Getting a little bit closer to the hut, and this is part of the hut network that takes you through the central range of the Tararuas. So I'll go in there and have a look around. Well, this is it. Hanson Memorial Hut. Basic 6-bunk hut in the Tararuas. Not much to show here. Pretty basic. And out here, got your little veranda out here. And water tank. And the view from the deck. Looking into the sun. Oops, sorry. But quite glary. But it's looking up into the hills anyway. Oh, well, this is it. This is my turnaround point now. So I've got a cup of coffee on the go and Sally's zucchini date loaf to enjoy while I'm here. It's been a fabulous day. Can't believe it for the Tararuas. And getting down to this hut here for my break, for my afternoon break, has been an absolute bonus. And having some company with Glenn on the way up while he's doing his bit of the Tararua trail that he missed out on 2 years ago due to bad weather. So he certainly enjoyed a great day to get back up on here. Certainly has been hard work. It was definitely hard work getting out of Waiwai hut this morning. And it was a very, very steep wall getting up through the forest up to the tussock line. But once up on the tussock line, it's been absolutely amazing, absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I'll leave this here, and I'm not going to do any more video clips on my way out. Basically I'm going to pack everything away and hightail it back down. By the time I get up to the junction knob, will probably be about just after 4 o'clock, and it's 2 hours down to Waiwai, so I don't want to leave things too late or muck around too much. Okay, thanks for watching.